Our next author is Joan Bragar. Her book is called Never Too Late for Love, The Successful Woman's Guide to Online Dating in the Second Half of Life. Oh, this is going to be exciting.
It is exciting.
Tell me about the second half of life, love and dating.
Well, I feel like I'm talking to all the people I love who are on here now, but I was 58 years old and divorced, and my children were grown, and I was feeling lonely. I have great work and I have great friends, but I'd go home at night alone, like, I have to say this, almost 50% of the women in my generation do right now. And it was actually one of the biggest challenges I've ever faced in my life, and I had to reach out and get a lot of support. Now, people, especially my son, told me to go on online dating, and that terrified me. And yet I thought there was something I had to learn because, as you might know, about 30% of the marriages now begin in online dating. And especially in our age group where we're not going to clubs or socials or parties as frequently as we used to. So if you want to find a compatible person, the good news and bad news is he's probably online and he's looking for you.
Joan Bragar, and you need to see how Joan talks about her man. This is a woman in love. Tell us the love story.
Okay. All right. So this is for Mark, who's listening. And we actually have between us 7 children and 4 grandchildren and lots of sons and daughters-in-law who we love very much. And so I've gone from being lonely to being a very, I have to give my husband credit for this, a very beloved wife. He doesn't let a day go by without letting me know that I'm loved, and I really do appreciate that. And then also I get almost every day of the week to talk to one of these many children who range in age 26 to 46, and I have the best time with that. So,
tell us about the biggest mistakes people are making right now with online dating.
Well, there's 2 things. One, it's something that takes persistence. You cannot meet 3 people and give up on it. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people in the world, and you have to have some persistence. And the second mistake is get some support, because it can be demoralizing, because the nature of dating is that it's disappointing. Dating is disappointing. It's not the same thing. Being in a relationship isn't disappointing, but meeting many people prior to finding the right one can be disappointing, and you will need a lot of support not to fall back into some old false beliefs that I'm not lovable or there's no one out there. So get support and don't give up.
Very good. Get support and don't give up. Let's take a question from Austin, Texas. We have Omani asks from Austin, Texas, how did you decide on what audience you wanted to write for?
That's a great question, because I changed my audience. You know, I'm a teacher of leadership and a leadership consultant, and I was going to write another book about leadership. And as I started to work on it, it came to me that love was more important to me right now in my life, that if what the world needs now is love, which it does, and more of it, one way to help people get access to it is to help them actually to learn how to date. So I decided to do that. Thanks.
Beautiful. Good question. Let's take one more from Patrick from Vermont. What is one piece of advice you wish you had going into writing your book?
Oh, do it sooner. It was fun writing it. I enjoyed it. I felt it was a very, very thought-provoking exercise. I got to think about what advice I give to my clients and how I take them through a process. So any process you take your own clients through, you have it, and making it conscious and putting it into steps that other people can use is extremely useful.
Very good. You heard that. Write your book now, sooner. Very good. All right. Joan Bragar. The book is called Never Too Late for Love, The Successful Woman's Guide to Online Dating in the Second Half of Life. Congratulations. Thank you.